Hey guys, welcome back to D&D with Filthy and Friends. This is our first sober / non-one-off episode in a while, I think. So we're all here, made it today. Everyone's alive and well. Lots of interesting things going on in real life, but we're here for this moment of time to record D&D. Quick recap of the last episode. We all almost died, mostly due to Steve's incompetence. My clutch saves at the last moment managed to bring us back from the verge of disaster. We have succeeded in killing the creatures, of whose names I don't really recall. We've found some interesting and magical loot, some of which has attached itself to Tim's arm and seems to have taken up residence there. I think he might want that arm back at some point, but we'll see if Meriden allows that. Tim has had a revelation, a change in his belief, his primary core belief systems, and has now become a disciple of Moradin, sworn to obey the crazy dwarf god's mad whims. And I think that about brings us to where we are. We're still in the temple, the underwater temple of the damp cult, figuring out quite what the hell is going on, killing everything that looks at us, mostly with fire, but sometimes with other spells. And we're going to pick up from there, I think. I think that does a fair justice of the recap, despite... I watched it again, to be clear. The memory was a little blurrier than that. So
one more thing for the recap. Tim, can you describe the sword that you picked up? Can you describe the attributes of it?
I can tell you mechanically that it forces me to chase after things if I take damage to them and fail a save.
But to be fair, that means they have to hit you.
Yeah.
And it's a wisdom save, I believe.
Yeah, but no, they have to do damage to you, and then you have to fail a wisdom save. So if they just miss you, problem solved.
Yeah, just don't get hit and you're fine.
Yeah.
I didn't rewatch everything, so I'm still trying to piece things together a little bit, and I just noticed in my inventory that I have an item named Head of Gar.
Yeah.
Which is fascinating.
His name is just Gar. Yeah.
Just Gar.
Yeah, you remember creeping glacier nose of Ice Death? That guy?
Oh, that guy! Oh, okay.
Ice Death River Monk, also known as Gar,
Yeah.
We're going to take it around and scare the hell out of everyone, right?
And to be fair, in character, Steve, you got smacked around a little bit in that fight. You could be a little fuzzy still.
It's no wonder. All right, so the bad news is I've not written down a damn thing about Moradin's hammer that we just prayed over, so I have no clue what it does.
It loses all magical elements if you don't record it. To the best of my knowledge, it was. Didn't you have
it's
a
still in
element?
the chat just above? I'll copy paste it for you.
Okay.
That might help.
Yeah.
It's basically it's a +1 hammer, and you can chuck it at stuff.
Yeah, and it comes back to you. It's a boomerang hammer. There was a good joke that Steve made about having proficiency in boomerangs. You don't remember this? It was really funny for those of us involved. Wasn't I the one drinking?
Wasn't everything really funny for you?
It didn't. Yes. Wasn't that? But he could. I don't remember the joke. It was because I don't know.
Good. I'm glad we got that under control. Good.
Right.
Somebody note down all the. Because that used to be Xylo's job.
I think we nominated Dolphin for that, right?
Yes, I have the party loot from last time, which I can do again.
Yeah.
Sweet.
No, it's. I mean, as the best part about being the person who cares for the loot sheet is you just take whatever you want. What makes it to the group loot is whatever you just passed over. Basically, you're like, nah, this ruby's not big enough. I've already got 5 of a much larger quality and that type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Sure.
That's completely legit. That's fair.
Yeah, it's like a 50% tax. Yeah.
Consider me convinced.
Perfect. All right, so we're down here.
Why have you got gold-plated armor? Shut up.
Yeah. What's good for me is good for the group. Don't worry.
That's correct. Well, at some level, that is right. So where did that? We picked up some pretty sweet loot too. Not only did we pick up a curse blade and this magic hammer, didn't we also pick up a cloak of armor?
Cloak of protection.
Yeah.
+1 rapier,
+1 AC,
1,000 gold coins, 3,000 silver coins, and 25,000 copper coins.
Jesus, can we even move 25,000 copper coins?
No, we
you
said we were going to have to come back for it, I think.
You could physically pick that chest up together, but you wouldn't be able to do anything else.
Yeah, okay. So what we need to do is, lock
Sail.
the door and leave that there with like a sign that says there's no gold here.
Yeah,
need
we
to
already
sail
locked
down
it.
the river. This is our chance to become pirates. At last.
You had an alignment
Chest
change.
of booty.
You are now no longer capable of
I'm
being a pirate.
Chaotic good. Many pirates were
Isn't
chaotic
that exactly
good.
what pirates,
Yeah.
pirates
There
are?
are no chaotic good pirates. Pirate and
He's-
good is
that's-
like
He's Jack
contradictory.
Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow wasn't good.
What? Sure he is.
No,
Yeah.
the whole movie was bad. The whole fucking
Yes.
franchise was
With
bad.
ports by my side, I shall smite your vessel, unless you pull over and give me all of your hold.
Yes, Meriden is very pleased with his new acquisition.
So, and again, recalling from last week, we're standing outside of a room which appears to have 4 beds in it, which is handy. Just counting
8.
the group.
Doubles.
Oh,
Doubles.
8, perfect. Oh,
or I mean, you
I
think
call,
of that
I call
basically as-
bottom bunk.
Yeah, 4 like
Um,
queen size.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
there you go.
We'll drag them together.
I call my own bed. But we have not rested or anything like that.
We had a
think
short
that's-
rest, so we
There's
did all the
short
hit
rest.
point rolls. So we have HP
That's
rolls
right,
back,
we
but not
did
spell
that.
resources.
Yes,
I think
yes.
Ooh, but I
we've just beat the boss monster. There's a guy on a shark riding around in the river still.
Well, we assume there might be other bosses. There's a whole other part of this. We've already fought a dragon down here. It's not like it's shy on bosses down here.
I think more boss monsters. I think we're in Gar's living quarters. I don't think he keeps a dragon in his living quarters
Oh,
right now.
no, I'm not worried
my
about the
bu-
room to the south of us.
Yeah, I think we should keep on checking out this little area of our short rest, and if we get an impression that there's about to be a big fight, we prepare better for that.
We let
Did we
Thaddeus
go in
scout the room.
27 there?
Yeah.
I think we were in 27 for the short rest, and then
I think so.
Well,
too.
you didn't. You short rested in there. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go west. I'm with Steve on this one. I think we have the resources and the wherewithal. It's funny, like now that I'm less drunk.
sober.
Now that I'm less drunk, I feel like I have more resources than I remembered having in that fight. So that's good. So like I can see the spells that I've cast. I've tracked them. It's not like I have more resources have appeared, but it's like I have a lot more options than I'm remembering that I can do. So that's fun. It's fun. Fireball's not one of them, Steve, but it's still good.
It is fascinating that you've discovered something that your character can do, though. That will be useful for the party going forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna be trying a lot
I'm
of
going to
things.
open this door, Adam. Just gonna throw the door open.
Huh?
Cool! A hallway.
Crikey!
Oh god, does it go
Well,
both
if you got
ways?
it in Chakolth, I believe you're the one who still has the health.
Is it go both ways now? As Tim becomes more like Thaddeus, Thaddeus becomes more like Tim? Because that's a horrifying idea. Like I thought it was bad enough the one way.
Oh, we're gonna become Legolas and Gimli. This is gonna be incredible.
Oh my god.
All right.
We're forming a symbiotic relationship where. Sorry, go ahead.
What's that, Madam?
No, I was just saying it's like the slow developing, like you said, like Legolas and Gimli, the symbiotic, slowly developing relationship.
Yeah, we know where that ends. Webcomics. So, down we go. I mean, who's the man with the new shiny armor cloak and the brilliant, glowing, blessed by a god hammer? Doesn't he go first? Isn't that
Yeah, we
his
gave the
job?
cloak to Thaddeus for the AC, right?
Yeah.
Did I? Okay.
Well, I think the
That's where it
mindset
should
was
be.
the mindset was we could make Tim even more invulnerable to a physical attacks, but he pretty much is already. So why not spread the love?
And we're starting to get to a point where we want to buff Thaddeus, and I cast stuff from behind him a little bit.
And
So.
and Dolphidius is quite a tanky dude. Like he's been playing it safe in the back, but it's not. He's got all sorts of like you have a really strong point blank AOE spell. I don't know if you cast it at all last time.
Oh yeah, no, I was fine. I got down to 2 health. I was doing great.
Yeah, that's this life is a resource. You guys are professional
exactly.
gamers
No,
for a
I'm
living.
saying
Life is a resource.
I
Life
use
is
my
a resource.
resources.
From the guy who finished the fight with half health, was it? Filthy had at the end?
I was
Well,
conserving
you all had,
resources
like,
for
2.
future fights.
Yeah.
I don't remember whether did I died, didn't I?
Well, you
I mean- You're back now. Couldn't have been too bad of a death, could it?
Mostly dead.
Not quite, but nearly.
Very different. From
He's not all dead. He's mostly dead.
That's right.
Okay. Nobody else is walking forward, so I'm going to walk forward.
No, I did. Slow down, you dirty bastard. See, I
Ooh,
keep getting
this is
stuck
a
in the
lengthy corridor. All right.
What's that we can see at the end of the hallway?
poop.
The door
Okay.
or the collapsed wall?
The collapsed wall. That
In
would
a
be the
door.
collapsed wall.
In a door. Maybe we are getting to the end of this ridiculous. I mean, this is a crazy fucking underground fortress. It's like an underground
I
city.
love this place.
Yeah,
I
me too.
love this place.
Me too.
I want to live here forever.
Well, you almost did. Although, you almost resided here forever. We'll give you that.
Yeah, live being
Not quite accurate.
right.
Yeah.
I recommend Tim open the door.
I don't really care. One of you open it. I'll stay back here. It's safer.
Give him a hearty
I will-
clap on the shoulder.
I will open the door and I will hold Head of Gar before me as I.
Just in
They
case, like,
look around.
retinal scanning or something.
Right. So wait a minute.
Ooh,
gosh.
Is that guy friendly? He looks friendly.
What are you going to say, Kevin?
I was just gonna say that Mr. Brand New Talkie Pants should be saying things like, "We'll kill you all. Get out. We've killed your leader. Fuck off." But he's so far back, he doesn't even know if we've met anyone in order for him to start shouting these persuasive things.
Well, see, here's the thing about talking. Generally, if the only talking the DM does is roll initiative, my talking doesn't get a lot of play. So I generally wait to see if the initiative roll happens, then we consider the chatting roll. Does that make
Well,
sense?
we just entered the hall carrying
No,
the
there-
leader's head.
there's still a lot of intimidation that can be done after roll initiative.
Sure. So what is this, Adam? What are we seeing as we open this door?
Okay, so the walls of this chamber are carved with stone friezes. They depict dwarven merchants leading trains of mules or giant lizards burdened with heavy packs through immense caverns. In the center of the chamber, a wide stairway leads down into darkness, and at the top of the stairs stands a hunched insectoid creature with a two-tinned pitchfork.
To clarify, are these actually giant lizards, or are these just normal-sized lizards and dwarves?
No, they're huge. They're like, not quite an elephant, but like bigger than a horse, smaller than an elephant, kind of in the middle.
Okay.
Is the lizard man aware of our presence?
Insect man.
So this insectoid just looks up. Who opened the door?
Tim.
I did.
Okay. Who do you serve?
Well, it certainly ain't Guy, is it?
We serve
Fox, it's
Gar
not you.
latter.
What are you?
What is your favorite color?
What's your
Tim's actually going to sort of go into a daze as he contemplates what he is. That's a much more difficult question than he was expecting.
I'll step through the door and say, "I am a servant of Moradin, and I am here to cleanse this dwarven stronghold of all the foul and fetid beasts that inhabit it."
Let Thaddeus talk for the...
I'm sitting in the back. I'm just literally laughing to myself. It seems like I might either
Alright.
be insane or my party members are insane, and truly, objectively, it's hard to tell.
They're both correct.
And I'm going to lift my new hammer and have it cast light.
Okay, it kind of just cocks its head, and you hear this like chirping, like noise, and then it says, "What is below?"
The opposite of above.
I would have hoped that you knew the answer to that question,
You've been
being as
standing
how
at the-
you're
You know,
in this room with the below.
you're standing at the top of the stairs and asking this question, just to be clear.
Yes, dwarf. I know, and you have failed. And then everyone rolls initiative.
I love talking.
You should probably talk.
No, that was perfect. Are you kidding me? The guy at the top of the stairs asked, "What's down these stairs?" We would never have had that if I communicated with him. All right. Well, let's try to stand in
Really?
a cone. Does he have like a big eye?
The cone.
Okay.
Well, I'll
It's going to move here.
Adam, if you were curious about party order, I was in the back.
Where am I? There. I rolled a 4 and a 8. Great.
What has happened to this turn order? That's weird. Right, so it's going to go first. It's going to attack Thaddeus with this trident. Why is it rolling?
It just runs up and attacks us because we didn't know what's beneath it.
No, because you. Well.
It's all right. It's all right. You don't have to explain.
Tell you.
I'm out of character, reflecting on the ridiculousness of this insect and what his life must be like.
Okay, there we go. Right. 26.
26? That says 9. You've done it wrong.
Yeah, that the first attack was a 9. Yeah. Then I missed with the rest.
Yes, 26 hits.
Okay, you take 9 piercing, and then it's Dolphin's go.
Probably
Okay.
6 piercing, right?
6 piercing, right? Thank you for always helping me keep track of that.
Yeah, I have.
Where-
Last fight was close enough that I feel like the 2 here, 3 there kind of matters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move into the room, to the corner of the room, kind of on the other side of Tim. From there, I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray, which is my last spell I have available for the moment.
Okay.
So I roll that.
Ooh.
Did that show up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many rays is it?
It's 3 rays.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you need to roll 3 attacks.
Okay, you're gonna want to roll high, because that's an attack roll.
So these beams of fire fling out of Dolphin's hands and just scatter around the insectoid, hitting like the walls and damaging some of the
And I
walls.
haven't seen him cast this spell before, right? Have you cast Scorching Ray before?
No, I haven't cast Scorching Ray.
So
before.
I'm kind of like waiting for the rest of it. I'm like, nice.
That was
I'm expecting
cool.
the beams to like scissor through him or something. Now they've surrounded him or whatever the deal is. But no, okay.
As soon as I notice that none of them have actually damaged him at all, I just kind of go and do my jazz hands after the fact.
Excellent.
Chakolth?
What do you think? Time for talking?
Yeah, this would be good.
Okay. I'll say, nice work, Dolphidius.
Not talking to us.
I swear this never happens. It must be the dampness of the cave.
Sure. I'm gonna yell at the creature, hold your spear. What is it you require from us? Why do you attack us? I'll yell that. And then I'll ready Eldritch magic in case it doesn't say what I like it to say.
Alright. Tim?
I get a bonus action.
Fascinating.
I'm gonna eat one of my level 1s as a bonus action too.
Tasty.
What? What's that mean?
No.
I think he turns it into sorcery points, probably.
Yeah.
I will Blade Song while this thing contemplates. I will just dance around Chakolth in a circle. I'm gonna look like Jack Sparrow while I do it. It's sort of a Jack Sparrow sort of
God,
dance.
you guys are becoming the same person.
Dark eyeliner, then.
Yeah.
There's a video of me looking like Jack Sparrow on Facebook.
Yeah.
Totally beautiful cosplay.
Oh yeah, I
We can
heard
edit
about
that
that.
in
We
later.
should link that later.
It moves here. It then disappears and teleports to here,
Awkward.
next to Chakolth,
Okay.
and says, "You have already failed the test.
Wrong answer.
No.
Eldritch Blast.
Now you must die." And then you Eldritch Blast him.
All right.
Does this guy
Yeah,
look
they
like an immense magical user or something? Because his
10.
token looks like a tiny
that.
little guy with a toy trident.
Well, that's what makes him a magic user. Yeah.
Is that made of spikes or plastic?
Is that 10?
Yep.
Okay, and does he get knocked back, is it? Or
Yeah, but it's away from me, so it just gets slammed up against that wall.
okay, and then he takes another 5 feet forwards, and then he attacks you.
And I'm just like, dude, not cool.
18,
No,
21.
21 hits.
You take 5, and then it's going to try and call. Oh no, wait, no, it can't call you. It's not in range. Okay, Kevin.
Going to try to core him like an apple?
Claw.
Oh.
Not core.
I was gonna
Or
say.
maybe.
That's a hell of a trident. The coring trident of doom.
Yep.
That's a new magic item right there.
Yes, oh man, I used to like tridents. I'm not so excited anymore. It's Kevin,
It's
right?
me, yeah.
Did it go twice, this little shit? Before Kevin's gone? No,
No.
you wandered in and waved your hammer around? I don't remember you having gone already is what I'm getting at, Kevin.
No, I have not. This is the end of the turn order.
He took a surprise, and then
Yeah.
turned,
Okay,
and then Kevin's last.
okay. What you doing, Kevin?
I was trying to decide whether to try to restart the test, or just to beat him down in
We've
some
been
way.
told twice we failed it. I think it's no good.
All right. Well,
I mean, we could try to argue our grade, maybe. No, we actually passed. I'll try that on my turn.
can you round up?
Yeah.
Are there bonus questions?
Hey, is this office? Can we like come in now in office hours and like beg for a couple more points?
Right.
Could try.
Oh, let's try.
I'm convincing him right now with Eldritch Magic.
Right. I'm not sure how your death benefits anyone, but if you decide that's your will, then die, small creature. Is that hit?
Let's have a look.
18?
Are you still using Chainbreaker, not your new?
Yeah, that hits.
Same damage, same bonus, right?
But you can't throw that one.
Right. No, but I haven't set the other one up.
So hold on, let me get this straight. I'm still
Well, if it's the same,
desperately
you can just
hoping
change
for
the
my
name
first
of that,
magic
right?
item, and Kevin's like, "Yeah, I've got so many magic swords, I don't know what to do with them."
No, I just haven't changed the.
I've got he's like, I got Chainbreaker,
If
I
it's the
got
same damage,
Merrin's
it's the same
Holy
modifier.
Hammer.
I think it's same damage, same modifier. Yes.
Then just change the name, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what the dice roll is for a sword versus a hammer. If it's the same, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it is the same.
I think they're exactly the same.
That hits anyway.
All right. So this would be bludgeoning rather than piercing, or slashing. I mean.
Okay.
And then I do it again. Does that hit?
No, 12's miss.
Okay. So
I might still be able to magic this guy. Do you guys want me to?
Your hammer bounces off. It seems to hit quite brittle chitinous armor, so it's not quite hitting it as hard as you'd expect it to.
lovely. Maybe I should get out my sword.
Aren't they both magic? Both
Oh, it's a
both
magical item, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you feel Meriden be like, no, and then he smacks him harder again.
You're right. Yeah, I forgot that's magic. Ignore that.
Yep, it's alright.
Okay, and then Telford.
My turn. I'll now that I see that he's no longer in the same room as me, I scoot back over to my party. Notice that he's attacking them over there now, based on some of the clamor. And I raise my hands to him and I cast Sacred Flame on our insect friend. So I cast that. Let's see what that puts.
I see you measuring that, Adam.
What type of cone?
So it's a strength save. Okay.
Actually, I think it should be Dex save. I don't know why it says Strength.
Yeah, it's definitely Dex. You can edit
It's
that
quite
very easily.
important because one
Yeah,
of the
it's
stats
Dex.
is 18 and one of them's 11.
Yeah, it's Dex. So.
Okay, so it fails. Takes 8.
I think we should capture this creature. We should non-lethal it. And have a word with it when it's not flame breathing us.
Okay, check up.
Well, I could do something. I could not do something too. I'm gonna cast Suggestion on it. I think.
Okay.
Can I actually link the spell? Let me just make sure it doesn't have an in-combat element. I don't think it does. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna cast Suggestion on it, and I'm going to say to it, "You were mistaken. We did, in fact, pass your test. There's no need for further violence." And cast that. Needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, do you know if it fails? or passes.
Well, I get
You'll
to
know from
judge
its
by
reaction, I
its behavior.
guess.
If it
Yeah.
suddenly stops attacking us and says, "Oops, my bad," I'm gonna assume it passed, or assume it failed rather.
Tim?
I'm not quite done my turn. Is that?
Mm.
Do I?
Okay, sorry.
As I cast this, and do I see any like reaction immediately?
It sort of tilts its head and like readies its trident.
That doesn't sound promising.
Not
Okay.
buying it.
Then I am going to get out of a cone. Let's go here, 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 here. Actually, you know what? I lied. I'm not doing that. I'm going to go back. Let's go there. I think it should be able to get an attack of opportunity on me as I leave its range if it wants.
Sure.
Okay.
16.
No.
Miss, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, that means I get an attack of opportunity on it as it attacks someone besides me.
Okay. That's a miss. And then Tim?
The margin hammer. I'm going to move to here.
It should be
And-
you know what that is? That's Moradin's roofing hammer. I don't think this is like Moradin's main hammer. This has got to be like some like very obscure hammer of Moradin, right? Otherwise, it'd be much more powerful.
Yeah, it's his ball peen hammer for driving very small tacks or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm trying to work out. Is that it?
Maybe it's like his like rubber carnival hammer that goes ring, 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 ring,
All right.
and you hit things with it.
I'm gonna, I guess, make 2 auto attacks since I already did 1 auto attack.
Okay. They both miss.
Very good.
Tell me again, what do you do? How come you're not using Fireball? I don't understand. Is that it?
That's my turn.
It is hard to cone 180, isn't it?
I'm trying to edit. You know, when you double click a token, you can change like its auras and its health bars and stuff.
Yeah.
And roll. It's not letting me do that. Hang on. Let me just refresh this page and try again. No. Okay. Never mind. Okay. I guess I'll just have to describe it instead. So it's going to cast darkness, you know, like Chakolth used to do.
Yeah.
So it's a 15-foot sphere around itself.
Okay.
And then it's going to walk 5, 10, 15, 20.
Does darkness counter light?
Yes, it does counter light. It's based on the level, basically. So there's a spell called the cantrip light gets doused by magical darkness, but there's a bigger light spell at level 3, and then Dolphin has a special ability of his that he can actually banish magical darkness, and it doesn't use a spell slot. It uses one of his channel divinities. So we do have ways of countering his darkness.
It's going to take 2 strikes against Dolphin.
And I don't get.
You can't see him.
Yeah, neither one of us get an attack as he goes out of range.
Yep.
19, Dolphin.
I take 19.
No, does it hit? Does a 19 hit you?
My armor class is 19, so yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you take 9 piercing and then 10 piercing.
Okay. I didn't need that health anyways.
No.
It goes here. There. Kevin?
All right. I guess I'm going to follow him in and take 2 attacks at disadvantage. Or
Yep.
No, it's if he sees it, yes. If he sees it, it's disadvantage.
It's
He can see
disadvantage.
through his magical damage. Okay.
so 1 attack.
Nice.
Wow. What a roll.
And you know what? Let me check my spell slots. I do have the spells to put a smite into that. If he's going to be this pesty, I'm going to add a smite to it.
Okay.
So I'm going to do 9 plus a level 1 smite. So 19, and then I'm going to swing again at disadvantage.
Okay.
And I assume that's a miss.
Yeah. Dolphin?
Does he have to make any con saves for his darkness spell?
Yes, he does. So, do I do it once for the? Is it divine plus bludgeoning, or is it 3?
I think that's.
Are they 3
one
independent
hit.
rolls?
I think that it's per damage source you take, but I'm pretty sure
it's 3 different rolls, isn't it?
No, I think here it'd be.
Or is it 2?
So I think it's once per time you take damage, but I think the smite damage is basically part of the weapon attack. So I think it's one source of damage there.
Okay, right, okay. So he got 13. That passes.
Okay.
And then Dolphin, yeah.
Cool. So that's what Filthy was talking about, the channel divinity. It's actually called Radiance of the Dawn. That's a lovely name.
It's basically you flash people, right?
Yeah, essentially, but I flash them with holiness, just to be absolutely clear.
I think people get in trouble for that in real life.
It's the holiness, though. I want to be absolutely clear. So as an action, you present your holy symbol, and a magical darkness within 30 feet of me is dispelled. Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet of me must make a Constitution saving throw.
What's the DC on that?
It auto passes the magical dispel, and then the damage is a DC save against his spellcasting DC, which you can find on your second page, but it's probably 13.
Where would
I feel like it'd be higher.
Oh, 15.
Oh, I don't know.
It should be 15.
Cleric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you click on the third on the top Dolphin on the
so
top
it
right.
doesn't. Does it
Oh
not
yeah,
dispel the
spell
darkness
save DC is 15. Sorry, yeah, 15.
then? That gets rid of the darkness, right there.
It auto gets rid of the darkness.
Yeah.
And then he fails. So can you need to roll
Yep.
2d10 plus 5.
Oh, sorry.
Does that affect Tim and Thaddeus and you as well?
And it's each hostile creature.
It says hostile.
That's fine. I've just seen why Steve rolled. Oh, wow. Okay. 18. Nice. All right. So his darkness falls away. And he takes a blast of radiant light in the face. And then it's Chakolth's turn.
Yeah, basically, Dolphin whipped out his holy symbol and smacked him with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Brand him in the forehead.
How deep is this stairwell?
What do you mean? Like, how...
Yeah,
is
so,
there a bottom? Oh.
Well, I assume there's a bottom. It's a staircase.
No, what I mean is that you can't see the bottom, is what I was going to say.
It's like Minecraft. It goes down about 100 levels and then it falls into the void.
Yeah.
So,
there's some water at the bottom, though, seriously.
Well, it's
this is the
10
top
foot
of it,
across.
right?
Yeah, so that's 20 feet.
Yeah, but this is the head. This is the head at the top of the stairs. Mm-hmm. So this is okay. All right. I'm going to reposition to there, staying out of the 10-foot radius of this guy as I move around, and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast him. There. Both hit. Good. I'll do 11, and I'll push him back into the wall.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move this way. Okay.
Steve?
That's lovely.
I am still growing accustomed to this magic sword. Aha! Does that hit?
9.
I will deal 9. Can somebody check that that's the right damage roll? It's a +1 rapier. Which is... No, it's giving me magic as well. It's actually 8.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it all misses as you glance off his armor. Its turn. Are you finished? Yeah.
Wouldn't you get proficiency?
Yeah, I'm gonna go here, I guess.
Proficiency isn't
I'm gonna
added to
get
damage.
proficiency.
Oh, right.
Not on damage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 20 foot. Oh, it's a radius.
20 foot.
Mm-hmm. 8,000 explosive damage.
On.
Oh, fuck.
Hang on. Okay, I'll just have to hit you 3. That's fine. So it teleports over here. And
it better not be casting. Is that Misty Step
It's going to
teleport?
cast. No. Fuck. It's. You want to roll nature or history?
Yes. I'll roll one of those. Nature or history? Sure, we'll just pick one at random. 14.
Okay, so you know this creature is a Yugoloth, which is named. It's a type of race of insectoid creatures. It's a Mesoloth. So it's a Mesoloth, which is a type of Yugoloth. And you know that they have like an innate magical ability to basically teleport around at will.
I also know that I'm going to invest in some Yogoloth spray after this and fucking burn their nest out.
It's going to cast a conjuration spell.
Okay. Am I going to have to treat this seriously? I just assumed I didn't have to treat this one seriously.
Do you want to do anything, Steve?
Oh, I'll absorb elements when you tell me how much damage I'm taking.
Oh, okay. So it casts. So everyone. So there's a big explosion in the middle of you all, and gas just fills the area in like a 20-foot radius from here, hitting Dolphin, Tim, and Thaddeus.
Okay.
You all make a Constitution saving throw, please.
At +1 because of my radius, because you were all smart enough to stand close.
Well, mixed bag.
I'll take a 25.
Taking 26.
Holy
Thaddeus.
crap! I'm gonna.
Thanks, Matt.
Okay.
Whoops! I did that at
I
disadvantage.
breathe in
Sorry.
gas deeply, and I say, delicious.
I mean, this is the other thing about standing close to Thaddeus. We've been training for this.
So Thaddeus takes 32 poison damage, and you both take.
We take 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
30.
absorb elements.
2.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna consider falling over dead, but hold off just for a minute.
Can you absorb poison? Is that an element? I don't know if that's one of the ones that counts.
Oh wait. You know what?
I don't know.
I think
The
dwarves
spell.
are immune to
You resistance to, I think.
resistance to what the hell?
Okay, so we check two things in. You need to look up dwarf real quick because there is something
I'm
to do with dwarves
resilient.
and poison.
I'm resilient to poison.
So you take half.
Well,
Advantage
this-
on saving throws
Or you.
and
so you pass then.
resistance to
So
damage.
you pass and you take half.
Yeah, so he takes, instead of 32, he takes 8, right? Because it's 16 would be half from passing it, and then half of that again from resistance would be 8.
Oh yeah, so you take 8. Nice.
That's a lot better. And then,
Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder.
so
It's
not poison. Okay.
I only took
Do not
8
absorb elements.
instead of 32.
What do you mean poison's not an element?
And then Kevin. Jogo.
Hang on. 8 instead of 32 means I get 24 back?
Yeah.
All right. Whew. That's important.
That's a big chunk.
Is there still a yucky cloud here?
Yep.
Do I have to roll? Do I have to roll against that at the end of every turn?
You feel like it might affect you at the beginning of your turn.
This is like eye language, but done wrong. Like, you know, like relationship
So it's
language.
Kevin's turn. Kevin, you make a Constitution
I
saving throw.
fucking hate you. Yeah, it's an I statement. It just...
Oh, I save again immediately?
Because it's your turn.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's exciting.
I thought it was feel statements. Like, I feel like I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
This
Exactly.
makes me feel like I hate you.
Yeah, this makes me feel like you're a total douchebag.
I feel like we grew today.
So you save it.
Okay.
And then
So-
anyway.
Saving throw at advantage. Fark.
22, so you take 11 poison.
Oh my god.
Damage on-
Those are very large numbers.
Okay.
Wow.
You don't think
Um,
they just have a basic shitty guard for some important stairs, guys?
Sure. I'm so glad I spent my first round casting talking magic on him.
Who
Me
needs
too.
spell slots? I don't.
Yep.
All right. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Dolphin, have you used your divine save recently? That comes back on the
no,
short
I
or
do
long?
have it.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw my damn hammer at him, I guess.
Nice. So I think it's just the same attack roll.
And I can only do it once, though. Is that true?
Well,
I think you can use a bonus to return it to you. Hang on a second.
Bonus to return it to me, yes.
but I think he's
but I'm not
asking
gonna
about
get-
his basic attack roll, though. So his basic attack roll is when he attacks once, he gets 2
No,
attacks.
yeah, you'll only get 1 because
It's a ranged attack.
ranged.
Okay, because I mean, only got one hammer. It makes total sense to me. But I guess I could see it like you might allow it so he attacks, and his attack, his bonus action is used to return it. The second part of his attack is the second one, and then he can only do that every other round. Because then the next round, the start of his action would have to be bonus action return his hammer. I don't know how that would work.
Something like that. So I feel like I should either gain advantage on this guy or paralyze him.
Yeah, I have a. So the save he made against me was a wisdom save, and he passed that.
Yeah, and so I could again try to hit him with a wisdom save that he might pass.
Yeah.
Or I could just gain advantage on him. But if he's going to hop around like this, and I'm going to just
you could also
chase him.
You could also consider not dying. I don't know if you have any healing left.
Nope. I've got we burned it all up in the prior fight and then didn't rest.
Okay.
Burned it all up dying in the prior fight, I think is the way that went. All right. I'm not sure whether to abjure him or to enmity him.
Why aren't we throwing the hammer at him?
I'm going to, but as a bonus action, I could
you get to do both.
You could do something else. So you could do the
Oh,
advantage
no.
first and then throw it out if you want.
The enmity is a bonus action. The abjure is an action.
So that makes that decision easier.
Uh,
So we had a short rest, right? So I have that back too. Okay.
You know that dolphin.
What's that?
It's all right.
Checking to see if I can
moving around.
Just checking to see if I can get out of this cloud. That's all.
So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that as a bonus act. Oh, then I can't return my hammer to
So you
me.
can return your hammer next turn.
Okay, so
Yeah.
You can also
Yeah, okay.
attack him with the sword while the hammer is just in the wall, right?
Right. I will do that, gain advantage, and throw the hammer.
All right.
Okay.
So at advantage, throw the hammer.
Okay.
That's a hit. 7.
All right. All right.
This is a. Okay. So I need to make a con save. Okay.
Cool.
Dolphin?
You need me to roll a con save?
Yeah.
Yes,
roll,
please.
roll the die. Nice.
There you go. I maintain eye contact with the insect creature, and I inhale the gas. I blow out smoke rings of the gas as I'm just making eye contact with him in an intimidating fashion.
So these smoke rings come out, and like they're perfectly cylindrical. They're amazing. It's like he's done this before, and then you just suddenly just sort of go as you take like 6 points of actual damage.
Oh, slight tears coming out of my eyes.
Right.
but I don't.
You just power through.
I
You
just power
basically
through.
put a
He's still
cigarette
very-
on your.
still
You put a
very
cigarette
into
out
it.
on your arm right now. You're like, yeah. Eye contact. Like, fuck you.
I move right here into the corner. You use Alt to not snap to grid.
Yeah.
I check the distance. It's impeccable. And from there I cast, let's see, let's give it a good old, what's the one I wanted to do? Let's give it a Firebolt.
Okay. Firebolt. Okay.
So let's see. And when it says the spell damage increases, that's not the class level, that's the overall caster's level.
Correct.
Okay, so got it. So it'll have been 5th level. Okay, you hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range. So what do I have to roll for the hit?
This is an attack roll against his armor class. So you need to roll just your regular. You should have actually a spell card in the middle of your
Yep.
sheet for Firebolt. There you go. Okay. So
Bam. So that's a hit.
Okay. And that should be 2d8.
we'll click the damage thing and see if it's
Just
in there or
click
not.
it.
Yeah.
Should just.
Yeah. So it has.
Okay, it works. Perfect.
And actually
Nice.
2d10. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Nice.
Okay. A bolt of fire flies past this gas and hits the creature straight in the chest. Chakolth?
He needs to make a con save. See if his gas cloud goes away.
Yeah.
Before it kills him.
All right. Chakolth?
Hi.
All right.
I'll be okay.
I am. How is this guy looking? He's looking like fresh. Like he's ready to rumble.
How's your character looking?
There's definitely some
Looking
pieces
fresh.
His chitinous armor had been damaged by the hammer blows, and that firebolt seemed to sear a hole in his chest. But
he's not too fussed.
Well, it's hard to tell because it's
Sure.
an insect.
Sure.
So-
I mean, I've
And you
stepped
guys
on a
have
lot
really
of bugs
dodgy-
in my life. Like,
Yeah, if there's green slime coming out of the cracks, you can, right?
Exactly. You've not really like slashed or pierced him very much, so you've kind of like bludgeoned him and hit him with magic, so you can't really tell how that's affected him internally.
We for sure didn't break his spine. Because
I'm considering casting suggestion on
Still
Tim
seems
to
both.
let him know that he loves breathing this stuff.
I would have to make a wisdom save or be forced to attack you on every turn.
Doesn't do damage suggestion. We'd be
Damage.
fine.
That would be a great way to.
I'm going to bonus action. I'm going to baleful curse him,
Okay.
and then I'm going to attack him with Eldritch Blast. Oh fuck you, game.
They miss.
Yeah, they do. Looks good. Looks good. The rest of my turn, I'm gonna have a quick laugh, ha ha ha, and then I'm my new cheery personality. And then I'm gonna move over to there. I'm not in range. If he's in range of me right now, am I in range of his trident right now? Is that a yes or no?
No.
Nope. Okay, then I'm moving to here. I'll say, you're lucky this time. I'm done.
Tim, make a con save.
Deep breath.
Is 15 good?
So you take
I mean, relatively.
12 poison damage.
Okay.
And
This
that's your go.
This is where he gets fancy and starts moving that poison cloud around like two vortexes
Oh
of
yeah,
water.
I'm looking forward to that. Oh, I have to con save for Blade Song. No, I don't have to con save for Blade Song. I will cast
Is that as far as you wanted to move?
Lightning Lure, I think. I think it's as far as I...
Isn't it?
Yeah, I
Is it
think
a-
it's as far as I'm moving.
Okay.
What's the range on that? I thought it was like 10.
15 feet. I'm gonna move to here.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Lightning Lure. As this is an attack roll, not
20 foot
using
away.
my favorite sword,
It's 24 away.
going to be at disadvantage.
He wants you to move
Oh.
5 foot closer.
Out of the 1, 2, 3. I guess
So you'd
I'm
be able to hit him if he was
measuring
there
wrong.
or there. 'Cause that's-
Honestly,
uh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
walk next to him
Okay.
and just attack him with the fucking sword.
Okay. Okay.
I move that far. 10, 20, 30. Yeah. That sounds nice. I'm gonna put a booming blade on this guy.
Okay, 19 hits.
That's for 12 right now.
So he hits 12. Okay. His turn.
I wonder if teleport triggers booming blade.
Oh, that should be a... That's not taking the +1. It should be 1 more damage. And it was a 20 rolled to hit.
Go.
I
So I
have
did
to
13 instead
redo all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It takes a step back.
Crikey!
And it brings up its trident to hit you as you came towards it. And as it like jabs towards you, its chest just explodes. Falls down.
Crikey!
Oh, I love it. Such a great secondary ability.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Right.
The cloud disappears.
Well, we got to work on our question and answer game, I think.
Yeah. So the corpse is still there. He just has a giant. Is the corpse there at all, or is it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
there with a giant hole in its chest?
So is he like totally like just like
Yeah.
insect armor with no clothing, equipment, anything else besides the trident?
That's it, yeah.
What a fucker. What do we think of this trident?
This is the first time I've killed a naked bug.
I say great job,
disgusting.
new team. As my eyes are red, and it's still a little bit of snot coming out of my nose from having previously voluntarily inhaled poison gas. But I give the thumbs up in between stifled coughs.
Nice. Nice. Well, I'm fine. I didn't take any damage.
You know, Way to build team hatred. You're doing a good job.
Well, I feel changed, and part of my changes means I don't really want to stand in the center of AoEs for the rest of my life anymore. So, yeah.
Who would have?
What's that?
Learningism.
I don't even know.
Well,
So, what's at the bottom of the stairs?
No, wait. Tim, hold up.
As I ask
Some
this
of us-
question, I brandish my sword threateningly.
Some of us are mostly dead.
Mostly.
when was the last time we long rested? Like 6:49, right? I think it was like 10 minutes ago.
What?
Oh,
About, yeah.
Okay.
No, it was way before even the killing Gar.
I'm coming to the point, like, if we're gonna have fights this rapidly, and this is kind of the first time in the campaign we've had it, and I love it. I'm gonna reevaluate, Dolphin. When I was talking to you about your initial spell list, I'm gonna reevaluate the worthwhilenesss of you have like a 10-minute heal spell that can't be used in combat, but it's a group heal. I don't know if you have that equipped or not, or not equipped. It's readied or not for a spell.
I can tell you if I have it equipped. I don't have any spell slots for it right now.
Sure, but I think in general we're gonna find that to be better than I initially thought.
Let's go back to room 10 and drink the waters and see
Sorry,
if
I
that...
didn't mean to share that. Whoops. That's
Gets
probably the
it.
one you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thoughts on the healing fountain in room 10?
I can't
Yeah.
use that, but I just accidentally.
Yeah, I like that idea, Steve. I think that's a good idea. We know there's healing magic. It may or may not still be viable. We need to clearly get you guys some health since you keep losing it so quickly.
Yep. Well, lead the way.
It's either that or we long rest here.
Well, but we can't just long. You can only long rest once a day.
How long's it been?
About 10
About-
minutes.
10 minutes, yeah. We long rested right before the Gar fight.
And then we had the Gar
Then
fight.
we short rested, so it's been an hour and 10 minutes.
Yes. So we have about 22
Spent some time
hours
opening
and
chests.
50
So
minutes
maybe
before we.
2
Yeah.
to 3 hours.
Stand around for 12 hours.
We got another 14-hour shift.
All right, let's head back. We're gonna head back to here. We're keeping our eyes out. So there, Adam, to room 10. As we pass,
Do you need
anything
us
with
to
them-
walk there?
No.
I like this approach to leading the party. You're just going to move your character to the other side of the dungeon.
Well, I was literally in the
We just
process
moved
of
there
narrating.
uneventfully.
I was narrating the process of
Oh,
it
you're
as you said
explaining
something.
whether or not it's uneventful.
Oh my
Okay.
god! I was literally saying
No,
as we
he was
moved
gonna-
there
he was
over
going to
the.
tell me what the party wants to do, and then I will tell you. if
Exactly.
anything
Yep.
happens.
Thank God for that. Now we're finally on the same page. As we move near areas where there's water, particularly the water that connects to the rest of the temples, we're keeping a particular eye out for people riding sharks. So that's what I want to be. I don't want to be surprised by shark riders. I'm aware they're there. I want to put a note that we're looking for them as we move.
All right. What's everyone else doing as they walk?
I'm excited to see the people riding sharks. As soon as I tell her to be on the lookout, I'm actually very inclined to see one as soon as we possibly can.
Judging by that last combat, mostly licking paint, I imagine.
Yeah.
Tim was concussed in the Gar fight, and then some sort of poison cloud hit him, and he is now actually licking the walls as we walk down the corridors.
No change, you're saying.
He licking the walls. It tastes better than outside for some reason.
Sure.
I'm not impressed by his insight.
Make a con save.
You can't save. Right next to Thaddeus.
I believe it's the dwarven algae. Delicious.
Take 3 damage.
3 damage. The wall.
Your insides just like you feel like you start retching and your body starts convulsing and like you feel like your internal organs have been damaged slightly.
From the wall.
What's
Poison.
Walls.
Meriden's health
The
insurance
walls.
plan like? Do you get like kidney transplants? Is that a thing?
Kevin, what's Thaddeus doing as you walk through room 10?
Oh, I'm just keeping an eye on every shadow and spot of water everywhere with my weapon ready. And
Right. So you 3 can all roll perception
Okay.
while Tim licks the wall.
I'm going to roll perception to see if it's a wall. It's not a wall.
Anyone know?
And
I'm getting a random error message. Says error cannot call methods on
Yeah, I
dial-up.
get
Yeah, I'm getting the same one, but it still
I
goes
think
through.
I think it's a bit broken today. My turn interface is wrong as well. I don't know
You
what's going
wanted
on.
perception, right?
So Chakolth seems obsessed with watching Tim licking the walls, and it's like, what is he doing? He's never done this before. And he's like sort of following him around,
Yeah,
not really paying
Is that
attention.
my own feelings, or is the entity that inside me also kind of perplexed by the stupidity of mortals?
Can't tell. It's just a mixture.
Sure.
Dolphin and Thaddeus keep a good keen lookout, and as you guys progress, you're treading over the corpses of your past enemies. You can see the dragon in the lake as you go past, and yeah, it seems like so far there's been no like reinforcements or anyone sort of coming back to any post or anything. So you get to room 10.
Cool. Why don't you guys, in case there's, I'll say to the group, they kind of like shuffle in, bits of them hanging off, retching blood, the rest of the whole thing. That maybe one of you guys, just in case the magic has been used up, maybe one of you guys can go first. I'll be like third in line for the drinking fountain or something. No, none of you want. I mean, I will. I mean, I could get my like 8 health back or whatever.
After licking the southern walls and the western walls, Tim is going to like fall headfirst into the fountain.
You make a con save before you do that.
Yeah.
Tim falls unconscious before he gets to the fountain.
Okay. No loss.
And then Dolphin, what you do?
Can I just look at the fountain, see if there's anything odd about the fountain?
Well, I think this was this before.
Is this
your
one
time?
that you guys have already seen? Because
Yes.
I have not.
This was a magical healing
my
fountain.
character have not seen this. Yeah.
So you can see a 10-foot wide semicircular stone basin of water with a grinning gargoyle perched on a pedestal jutting out from the wall.
Okay, I get on my knees and just lean down to the water and take a deep drink from it.
Okay.
I'm going to kneel and pray over the water briefly and thank Morden for his blessing and for keeping me alive. And
I'm gonna nudge Tim with my foot, see if he's still alive.
Okay, so Thaddeus and Dolphin both have a short rest. Mechanic happen, so you can roll hit dice if you like. What else did it do? Anything else? Didn't it restore your hit dice? Maybe. Hang on, I can't remember. Let's see.
you treat it as long rest.
Anyone who drinks from it gains the benefits of having finished a short rest, but an individual who benefited from them. You can't take it. Yeah, so you have a short rest.
Okay. I after those two have drank, I will find some of that. We'll carry it like a vial or a cup from our camping supplies, and I'll pour some water into Tim's mouth from the fountain.
Okay.
Does he revive at all? I'll splash a little bit on his face, and then I'll like give him a sternum rub as well.
As soon as you pick it up with the vial and take it out, you see the water kind of lose this shine to it, and it just looks like regular water.
Okay. I will then drink
And then
from
as you feed it to Tim,
nothing
nothing
right.
happens.
I will
Wait,
then.
I have to wisdom save to not be attacking the walls. All right.
But you're
I
unconscious.
fell unconscious while attacking the walls with my sword.
Okay.
All right. I will go have some of that water myself in the fountain,
Mhm.
and then is there like there's probably not a swallowing reflex, is there? Like, how do we get an unconscious person to drink from a stationary source of water?
I vote we dip him in head first.
Yeah, but
So as you take a drink, you see that the magic seems to fade away from the fountain.
oops. Did say I go last.
So
but-
everyone except Tim gets a short rest.
Perfect.
I don't
No,
get anything from a short rest. I have no hit dice.
You get blade
I still have a
songs.
blade song
Well,
charge.
this
and I
restores your hit
already-
dice to full.
Oh, it does.
Oh, it does?
Nice.
Oh, it does. Okay.
You guys want to hook me up with some hit dice?
I don't think it works that way. I'm gonna roll one hit dice. Where the fuck is that?
So it gives you full hit dice and then lets you spend them?
Okay, so I'm down.
Plus, you
one.
get all your short rest resources as well.
Okay, but we've used it up now. It's too bad.
Well, enjoy your rest, guys.
Well, you could have had it. I did
I
literally
have
say
bravely led you to the fountain.
you're unconscious. Let someone
To
else finish the
safety.
sentence. All right. So, what are we doing about unconscious Tim over here? Anyone have any potions left?
Yeah, I do.
Is he worth a potion?
Well, of course he is. I hadn't thought of it actually, but that seems like a reasonable thing to do. All right, so I've got the what is it? 2 die 4 plus 4.
I have no potions in my inventory, so I assume I don't have any.
What's your class called, Steve?
Bladesinger.
It's Sword Coast Adventurers, I think, is where the class is. It's also in Xanathar's, I believe. I'm not entirely certain about that. Okay. So you're getting a potion poured down your throat, Steve.
Yeah, I was just looking for where I wrote down the actual heal of it. Whether it was 4d4 plus 4 or 2d4 plus 4.
So, you give him a potion?
Yep.
Picks up.
So I need to roll for that, hey?
Screaming.
I wake up screaming.
Yep.
I didn't want to actually scream into my microphone,
No, I appreciate that.
but imagine that was a really loud, scary scream.
If you're just describing the screaming, can you describe for how long you scream for?
I scream until out of breath, and then I breathe deeply. And I breathe deeply, like hyperventilating, for 15 or 20 seconds to get back ready again. And then I scream until I'm out of breath again.
Are you done at that point?
At that point, I'm done.
Okay.
Upon seeing this, I look very concerned.
Feels good to get out of the system. Righto, I'll keep leading the party then, I guess.
Yep. So we have some decisions to make here.
Sorry, Dolphin, were you?
I was gonna say, I said, my God, this place truly is evil, and I walk over to the walls and I begin investigating them, concerned about how these walls have begun damaging my friend Tim. So, even though the walls are completely innocuous from what I can tell.
Well, I mean, probably you woke up, you gotta think about how this would go in reality. Like, you woke up in this after having been, tortured
Can
by
you roll
this hag.
insight,
Yeah,
Dolphin?
sure, we'll do.
Tortured by this hag, and these people rescued you. But as time goes on, are you sure they're your friends? Like, as you get to know them more, is it improving your relationship, or?
Is it insight or perception?
Insight. So you feel like as you're looking at Tim and investigating these walls, like these walls themselves are obviously just walls. Like you said, they're mundane walls.
Yep.
But the strange slick that you feel on your hands as you touch them, you feel like may have affected Tim mentally, and maybe he could have hallucinated, or he's not himself right now.
Okay. Are you feeling all right over there, Tim?
I've never felt better. I'm glad you asked. I think I'm ready to lead us into the darkness below.
Nothing like a good scream.
I believe that we should sit here for a while and consider our options and have
Come
a bit
on,
of
Thaddeus, let's
food.
go. Tim's gonna walk purposefully straight into the wall next to the door and fall over on his back.
That's a great idea. Let's lay here for a minute and consider our options.
Looking up at Dolphidius, Tim looks sort of like terrified, and he's looking over Dolphin's shoulder and is afraid.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion in that moment behind Dolphin's shoulder. I'm going to make the most horrific face I can think of that looks also vaguely aquatic.
Oh, thanks. Thank God, that's a major improvement. Oh. Keep that there.
Excuse me.
So Dolphin, you turn around and you see this horrible. Well, I don't know. Do you turn around? How do you react?
It's
What
not
do you see?
Dolphin. So like Dolphin's leaning over Tim. Tim's on his back, and behind Dolphin is this monstrous face that
It
Tim
sounds
can
like
see.
I'm unawares. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of smiling and
Kevin?
You in the back.
I just wanted to point out that this is the new Chakolth, right? The one that's like good and kind.
No, what do you mean good and kind? Personable. Good and kind.
it's a prank.
It's a friendly
right there.
prank.
A man who has lost his mind to like slime licking, and you're going to torment him.
It's just wall drugs. Don't worry.
And when
about
I see his face not react, I change the illusion to a wall slowly moving towards him.
I don't.
And on that happy note of group bonding and camaraderie, mutually shared experiences, I think we cut the part, and we'll be back in a minute, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you soon.